Hi everyone, Ashlyn Keys, the YouTube channel. Today I'm going to talk about my septum piercing. I've been wanting to do this piercing for a very long time, but I've been chickening out because I've been too afraid to do it myself. I would say from personal experience to go to a professional to get this piercing done. I would not do this piercing at home. And I'm glad that I did not do this piercing by myself because what happened was I bought the equipment offline and I was going to pierce my nose myself. But every time I would put the needle to my nose or like try to fill up top for my sweet spot, I wasn't sure where my sweet spot was. And I have a friend who's a professional piercer. I actually have two friends that are professional piercers, but one of them had told me where the sweet spot is, but I didn't want to waste the money to do it. I know that sounds weird. Everyone's thinking probably like, well, yeah, I mean, if you want a good piercing, then you need to spend the money. But that's just it. I need to go visit my brother who lives in a different state. He has cancer, and I've been saving my funds to go see him, so that's one reason why I didn't want to pay to go get the piercing done, and obviously that's a very important reason. So we took some advice from our friend, and my husband actually did my piercing for me. So basically, this is what happened. I had him draw a line. So where I would have okay, this is kind of going down when I lean my head up. So it's supposed to be like that. But so as I'm leaning my head up, there should have been a line like right here at the tip of my nose. And he did draw that line. But when he pierced my nose, I think that because we use these like kind of like plier type things to pierce my nose. I'll show you guys in a second what they were. And I think when he used those, it made the pliers kind of went down a little further. And so when he pierced it, he should have probably not used those pliers and just did it free-handed, like one finger on this side and then the other finger to use the needle. Because what happened was when he put the pliers in my nose, I don't think he tightened them hard enough, and then it kind of slid down a little bit, and then he told me to look up, and then he went pop. So it pops through one side of your like little thing right there, and then it pops through the other one. And it's funny because I told him, I'm like, I shouldn't have heard two pops. You should have just pushed that right through. I shouldn't have had to wait for that 1, 2 thing. It should have just been one, like one hard push. So that sucked too because I had to feel like 2 pops, like 2 piercing things. So it wasn't as bad as I thought, but I'm not going to lie, this one did hurt. I had no bleeding, so that was good. And I've heard a lot of people say when they did their at-home piercing, like a lot of people, if you watch all the YouTube videos on septum piercings, they say like you shouldn't see a lot of blood. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. I didn't see a lot of blood, so neither one of us. Sorry, my son. So I'm going to show you guys what kit I got. I won't say the website because I don't want to get them. I don't want to get the website people in trouble. I don't think they would, but one moment. I just grabbed the kit. I'm going to sit back down and show you guys. So hold on. And sorry, my son's wide awake. So he's trying to talk in the video. So my husband used these. these are like little pliers. So he stuck them in my nose, and then they have little locks right here. So if you guys can hear that, those lock together once you squeeze them. So I don't think he had them locked, like squeezed as hard as they should have been squeezed for one. That's one place where you messed up. So, here's the little nose pieces. Let me turn the flashlight off so you guys can see this. Here's the little nose rings that the kit came with. It did come with these too, like where they're just circles with the ball that you can screw on. So I guess I could have put this hoop in and just had like one little circle ball there. But I wanted the horseshoe because I felt that that would be easier to change out once I felt like getting a new jewelry piece. So it did come with all kinds of, it did come with all kinds of needles and nose rings and stuff like that. It came with 16 gauge needles. It also came with 14 gauge needles. I'm trying to show you guys, find one to show you guys. Here's the 14 gauge needle. Hold on, let me turn this on. It's not focusing, but anyways, this is a 14 gauge needle, and as you guys can see, they are sealed up. They even have a plastic thing on the end of the tip. It also came with alcohol wipes, which I opened these up and I cleaned the inside of my nostrils and the outside of my nose. I also took Q-tips. They came with gloves too, but obviously I can't show you guys those because we threw them away. But I used Q-tips, and I put hand sanitizer, like disinfectant, on the Q-tip too, and I kind of went up in my nose too with that and alcohol just to be extra sanitary. And I'm not able to, this nose ring that the kit came with is a little too long for my taste. I am going to buy some new nose rings because I want my nose ring, nose ring to be like a little bit shorter, and I want it to be like designed. So I love the piercing. I think it fits my face and everything, but I kind of feel like he should have went up in my nose a little bit higher with the piercing, because as you guys can see, if I go like this, he pierced it like kind of in the middle of my nose, not really like all the way up here where I would have liked it, because I would have liked the piercing to be like all the way up here, and I think that's where it's supposed to be, but he pierced it a little like back towards my nose, if you can see, so it should be kind of more up here, and he pierced it a little more back there, and that's okay that it's not perfectly done. I mean, him or we are not professional piercers, so I mean, it is what it is. But I would suggest doing this one at a professional piercer, so then that way it's extra clean, then that way it's also where you want it to be pierced, and then that way they can talk to you about everything too before you just decide, okay, yeah, I'm gonna get this piercing. So, but I would it's definitely worth getting it done though, because it is, even though mine's not like perfectly in the right spot, it is straight. I just gotta turn that a little bit. It is straight, and it is really cute. I just wish that he would have pierced up inside my nose a little higher. That's it. But it's done. It's cute. I can't wait till it's healed so I can change this piece and put in a shorter one. And that's all I have to say. There's a lot of other videos that you guys can watch here on YouTube and read a lot on Google or whatever, and they'll tell you like what exactly to do. And also, like, the videos will, if you're gonna pierce it at home, there's videos online that show how to do it in a really clean, sanitary way. There's some of them on YouTube that aren't they're kind of messy, like they show blood and like they show that the piercing didn't go very well. So I mean, don't let it scare you, but again, if you're gonna do it at home, do it clean, do it safe, use gloves, all that, be sanitary, and definitely mark where you want to have your nose ring at. So with that being said, I would just, yeah, go to a professional. I'm glad I'm done with this, but I will be on with another life topic. Thank you.